Howdy everyone, Pete Daddy here. Today we're going to start our journey towards completing Icon Swaps 3 objectives. I'm going to show you guys how I beat Legendary difficulty on squad battles, and while we do that, we're going to be completing 2 Icon Swaps objectives at the same time, which makes it so much sweeter, so much easier. So let me just show you guys what I'm thinking. If we look under Icon Swaps single player, you'll see the first thing listed is to win 6 squad battles on Legendary difficulty with 11 Brazilian players in your starting squad. But then if you look down here under Liga NOS, it's win 5 squad battles with 11 Liga NOS players in your starting squad. And one thing you may have noticed throughout the year, there are a ton of Brazilian players in Liga NOS. So I thought we could combine these two. And I'm not the only person that's thought of this. I looked a little bit earlier. Some of the prices of Brazilian Liga NOS players has went up a lot. So we may have to pay a little bit more if we need to buy some players. But I still think it's worth it just to be able to beat those at the same time. So first thing, let me show you how I would craft a team. Let's try to do that first things first. So what I always do, the first thing I do is I copy my current team. And the reason I do that is 1, I can move my starting squad to the bench. And 2, I want to make sure I'm using my latest up-to-date custom tactics. If you just start a new squad, then you have to put in all your brand new custom tactics and all of that type of stuff. But I just want to make sure I'm playing with my current custom tactics, what I'm familiar with, all of that type of stuff. So I can just go to squad selector, copy the squad. We'll call it some really original name, something like Liga NOS Brazil, something that no one else would think of. So if we call this Liga NOS, I'll turn it off caps, Liga NOS Brazil. I mean, no one would ever guess what this was. It's like a secret. So Liga NOS Brazil. And I know we already have one epic Liga NOS Brazilian player. We have a left back, Alex Telles, red pick. I want to say it's his 87 version. Yeah, so I've already got him on my bench right there, so that's perfect. So I just pop everyone from my main starting team down here. They will get rest. So what you can do is save a squad fitness by doing this. You know, play a game in weekend league with your main team, then go and do a squad battle and rest your team on the bench. So then you don't have to use a squad fitness. So yeah, get everybody down here. Let me go ahead and move Tellus to his position so I don't forget him. And then everyone else, let's just clear up some room. There we go. So I'm hoping, when I looked earlier, I did have several Liga NOS Brazilians already in my team, so we may not have to buy anyone. The main thing I look for going up against the AI is some pace, some players that can move. That is the main thing you need. You don't necessarily need like 77, I mean like 97 shooting or something like that. You just mainly need pace. You have to remember with cheap chem styles, you know, like if you wanted to boost pace on a player, you usually use something like Hunter. But Hunters cost like 10 to 15,000 coins, so you don't want to spend that much for just this kind of team. So you want someone that's got some decent pace, and then give them something like a Deadeye that's going to be less than 1,000 coins, or something you may have a stockpile of already in your team. So let's just go ahead first. Let's just fill out our team with what Liga NOS Brazilian players we have. We'll kind of take a look at what we do have, and then we'll see if we need to buy anything else. So get on over to Liga NOS. I'm not going to worry about position right now. I just want to put players out here. So this Gabriel's fine. Now you see there, the pace is pretty poor. Most of the guys I'm seeing out here, besides the Bruno Tabata, have pretty low pace. The Claudio Falcao would be fine for a defensive mid. So let's just, again, I'm just going to pop players out here. We'll make our decisions. We'll see what we do need to buy and what we can keep. I see a goalkeeper already, which is nice. Palace we're going to keep already. So we will definitely have to buy somebody, but we'll just see what we need to do. So for him, a CDM, I guess, let's see. I guess I do want something because I would like to play this Bruno Tabata. He has 81 pace, fairly solid dribbling, so I think he's going to be fine. We have a keeper. Okay, which 77 keeper is better? It looks like I would probably rather have this Renan Ribeiro. So let's go ahead and put him at keeper. We'll go ahead and send this keeper to the club because he's not going to help us out at all. We do have 2 center backs already, which is nice. We also have Tellus, who's going to help out immensely. Let me just remove Ferland Mendy from the club. Oh, and the other thing to remember, you can make subs. So I'll allow myself, I guess, this Orsic over here. I generally do not make subs. I'd like to try to keep the challenge there, but there's certainly nothing wrong with making the subs, having 3. You know, you can make 3. You just need to start your team with this. Let me just make sure this silver player is not better. So yeah, the gold player is far better. So we've got the basis for a fairly nice team already. So we pretty much only need like a striker. I mean, I would like to increase the pace here. So I guess now the next thing, we've got our basis. Let's go to the transfer market. I could use it from here, but that's a little bit harder to work with when you need to maybe buy some multiple things. So let's go. I've already got it here. I had it, was looking earlier, Liga NOS Brazil. There's a striker, but only 54 pace. So certainly you could buy him and then sub on someone. But again, I'm just trying to make a good team. Let's see what we have for 1,200. Oh, there's Suarez. Let's get him. Oh, if we get him for 700, that'd be oh, that's amazing. So we did get a little bit lucky. I was hoping we could get the Suarez, so that is perfect. He's going to be our striker. That is absolutely amazing. That's a blessing. I saw Jardel there as well. I wouldn't mind buying him. He has some pretty good stats. For 500 coins, you can't go wrong. Yeah, he's already expired, so we were too late on him. But, you know, again, you just kind of search like this, see what's out there, see if you can find any good pace. Several sources available for a reasonable price, so that is nice. There would be, we did need a left wing, didn't we? So he has okay pace. I wouldn't say great pace. I guess let's just see. Let me just search on it like this with nothing. Let's just see if there's anybody that we would like to have. Like this Gannaro would be nice. I don't want to pay 3,500 coins though. But, you know, I see 1,600. That would maybe be worth it. Maybe we could just do a search on this Gannaro in a minute. So he looks pretty nice. Anybody else just with that pace that we maybe could work into our team. You know, this Eduardo Enrique looks fairly solid. He's got some really nice stats all around, so he may be worth looking into. Let's see what else. Anything else? We have Bruno Tabata already. Anything else? What have we got going on? Let's see some more Eduardo Enriquez. Let me see. But let's just look up a couple of those. I don't want to get too deep into all of this. You know, just basically want to get the team. I saw another Gannaro. Let's just go ahead and search for him. Let's search for Gannaro, see if we could get him for around 1,000 coins, or maybe we could just try to bid him. There he is, so that would be nice. Be out there for 1,200. Now, I hate to pay that much for him. I see 1,600s over and over again. Can we bid him? You know, ton in this. I see 50. I see 1,300. Maybe we should just buy. I'm just going to buy it for 1,300. You know, I'm not going to worry about it too much. You guys certainly could try to bid them for 500 or 600 coins, try to snipe them a little bit. But that was 88 pace. That is exactly what we want. You know, somebody. Oh, there's one for 650. You know, perfect. So we'll buy this one for 650. And what I'll do, I'll sell that. Always look for money-making opportunities, so I feel like I can sell them for 1,300. So we just made 650 of our coins back immediately just from being in this right spot. 450. So we got another one for 450. So there are money-making opportunities all the time. So that's one thing I've talked about when we started over. And this is my Christmas to Glory account. Make sure to subscribe down below. But when we restarted at Christmas, Icon Swaps 2 had just come out, and I was telling everybody there's tons of money-making opportunities. Like, I don't remember if it was the first part of that one or the second part, but there was like I think we needed a Chinese Super League. Or no, it was a Saudi League. That was the one I think I made the most on. And we needed like Saudi League center backs and left backs just started going for all of them for like 1,200, 1,500 coins in that neighborhood. So I would just go and snipe those, and I'm make quite a few coins doing that. So it's something you can always do. I think this is the one we just bought, so yeah, that's fine. But again, we made some coins right there just doing that. So we basically got this Gannaro for free. I forget who was the other one I wanted. Was it Enrique? I don't forget. So now we got to go back to Liga NOS, figure out our other thing. So we need a right back, I believe. Let me just search for right back. Are there any Brazilian right backs in Liga NOS? No. So we're gonna have to put something like a center back or another left back. Is there another left back besides Tellus in Liga NOS? There may not be. So we may have to put a center back or a right mid. Maybe I'll get a right mid because most of the Brazilian center backs I saw were pretty slow. And, you want a little bit of pace on your fullbacks. So let's just see right mid. I hate that I lost all that. We got to go back to Liga NOS. Liga NOS, Brazil. So nothing in that range. Oh, my gosh. So for 2,000, you can get this Otavio, who wouldn't be too bad. I really hate to spend that much on him. So you go on for any cheaper, but let's just see about right wings really quick. I don't want to get bogged down too much. Right wings for 2,000. Okay, we already have Bruno Tabata. Even the silver card, I wouldn't mind too much. So it looks like there's some more right wings. Let's put that down to 1,000. That's perfect. That's perfect. We'll put him out there. We'll change him from right wing to right mid, and I'll put him at right back, and that'll be more than good enough. I'm not too worried about that. And then I think the other thing we needed was just a midfielder. Let's go ahead and fill in our team. Let me make sure, see what I need. We know we got the striker. We got our player on the left. So we'll just go to newest here. We'll have Suarez. And on the left, let me just get rid of that. Newest was Gannaro. And then I want to put in, he's going to be our right back. Let me just get rid of the right back filter. Put in Paisan. I need to change him to a right mid if I have that. If I don't, I'm not even that worried about it, honestly. I do. I have one. I'll go ahead and throw it out there. So that would make him on 5 chemistry, which again, I'm not that worried about it. And so really all we need to fill in now, we just need, let's just see what we have. So we kind of have Tabata would be a good attacker. Suarez would be a good attacker. Gannaro would be a fine attacker. I'm planning on maybe moving Telles to somewhere in the midfield. I think that would probably be a better use of him. And I'll probably move, I don't know. I'll probably put Telles in the midfield. I'll probably have these two in the midfield. And then I'll move one of my midfielders to left back is what I'll do. So we just need one more kind of like CM role. And then I think we will be good to go. So let's see what we have in the midfield. I didn't even mean to go there. Let me just look on this transfer market while we're here. So we can go Liga NOS. It's frustrating. You have to constantly, not club, country, Brazil. And we need like a cam to see what is out there. A lot of silvers. Let me just filter it to gold. Is there any gold? I mean, it can be CM, certainly. Paulinho would be fine. It's way too expensive. What about CM? We already have Gabriel. This Wendell card is really nice. I've used him before. We've had other Liga NOS challenges. I've packed him several times. I wish I still had him, but that's a little bit pricier than what I'd want to pay. He's a really good player. So if you're having any trouble with it, I would recommend getting that Wendell. He's a really strong card. What else is there? And Eduardo Enrique, do we have him? Did we look at him? I think we were looking at him, and then I went elsewhere. So let's just see if we can find Eduardo Enrique. So there he is. How much would we have to pay for him? We can get him for 1,600. I'm just going to go ahead and buy that one. I think that'll be a nice card. And I think he actually has some defending stats, so I'm going to move him to left back. I'll move Telles up. So our main attackers, let me think. So Gabriel also has some good defending. So we'll have Suarez as striker. We'll put Tabata as our cam. Man, I'm not sure what to do now. And maybe I may put Telles as one of my cams, honestly. I think I'll put Telles as my cam. I mean, his shooting isn't that great, but his pace, passing, and dribbling, I want him really involved. I mean, he's probably my best player, definitely my best player on this team, so I want to get him as involved as possible. Suarez, let's give Suarez something like a Deadeye. You know, we really want to boost his shooting, maybe even a sniper. But, I mean, a Deadeye would really... Deadeye's probably boost his shooting the most of anything, but it'd be nice to boost his agility and balance as well. But so let's just see what chem styles we kind of have in abundance. We have 6 snipers, so that's probably what I'll do. That'll give them some nice agility as well. So we'll give Suarez a sniper. So what I'm trying to do is boost those stats we really need with cheaper chem styles. Gannaro, same thing. You know, certainly could give him a sniper. So if we go to our chem styles, we'll just give him something like a sniper, just to really boost that shooting up a little bit and also help his dribbling, his agility. Tabata, let's give him, I guess, also a sniper. It's not going to hurt anything. Or we could give him that marksman. How many of those do we have? Oh, that's gone from the suggested. So Tabata, give him something like, yeah, sniper. Like I said, we've got an abundance of those. I have an abundance of marksman too, so I could put marksman on somebody. I think those are going to be our main attackers, and then we will put, let's see. I want to move I may move Gabriel and leave Enrique in the midfield. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And also, let's get a Brazilian manager before I forget. So let's swap manager to a Brazilian manager. That will give us something else. Anybody from Brazil. Doesn't have to be gold. So just any Brazilian manager is perfect. So now is everybody, yeah, everybody except for my right back, who is a right mid, is on 10 chemistry. So that is nice. Anything else? What could we do here? I'm just going to leave him on basic. I just want him to do a lot of things. We'll use Claudio Falcao as our ball winner. Gabriel, I'm thinking about moving Gabriel to left back potentially and using Enrique. He just has more pace. I think we've got enough. Let's just go ahead. Let's get our custom tactics. We'll primarily be playing 4-2-3-1. So we'll have Gabriel. We want Soros to be our striker. Gabriel, I think I'm going to move to left back. Tellus is going to be my cam. Claudio Falcao and Enrique. I think that's exactly what I want. Let me make sure. Enrique and Falcao, my admit. I think that's perfect. I think that's our team. And the other thing I want to do is also sometimes this 4-1-2-1-2 narrow can do well against the AI. So let's just set this one up. We'll put Gabriel at left back. We will put Soares Soares up top. Tellus. Guys, sometimes you just can't pick the player you want here. Tellus here. I think that's perfect. That is perfect. All right, so we're ready. We've got 4-2-3-1 set up. We have 4-1-2-1-2 set up. I guess while we're at it, this other one works really well as well against it. It'll take just a second to set it up. Sometimes it just kind of depends on the excuse me, the AI as far as what formation you need to use. So we'll just kind of go from there. We're putting Gabriel at left back. Talis is going to be our cam. Falcao and Enrique in the middle, and that looks perfect. Okay, so we're ready. Let's get into a match. Let me just show you guys how I beat Legendary difficulty. The main thing is just to be in control of the ball. You know, you just the first half is generally kind of a filling out period, and I found when you go into squad battle matches in Legendary difficulty with a weaker squad, you generally don't score a lot of goals in the first half. Now, when you go into there with like your main team or a good squad, you can certainly score goals, but it seems like the first half is more of a filling out period. The main thing is to not fall behind because the AI will just crank up this complete wall of backline players, and it makes it very hard to break through. So you just want to kind of keep that in mind. So one thing you want to do is just make sure to be very cautious. I mean, you never want to go behind, obviously, but it's even more important in squad battles because it's so hard to come back. So let's go into our squad battles. I haven't even played one squad battle this week and just have gotten these two at the top that are like basically for free. When you're playing Legendary difficulty with a weaker team, you don't want to play a great team. Like this 87-100 team, I would not recommend playing. This 89-91 team, I would not recommend playing. But let's see what's in this 79-45 squad. So this is perfect. A full team of silvers. They have an epic bench, but the starting squad is nothing but silvers. In this 78-50 squad, it's a lot of goal players. But it's nothing epic. So we will go up against this one. This will be a little bit more of a challenge just to show you guys. I'll try to point out any tips, but the main thing is just to not get it's super crazy. Just play your game, ride out that first half. In the second half, things open up a whole lot more. So in the second half, be ready. And it's not uncommon for something to be like in the first half, it'd be 0-0 or 1-0. And then in the second half, you end up scoring 4 or 5 goals. So just ride out that wave in the first half. Be really smart. Be cautious with your passes. Watch what you're doing and try not to concede anything. It's not like they go into full-on attack mode in the first half. It's just to be cautious with your passes. Watch where you're going. Play your business. You know, skill moves work well. Drag backs work really well against AI. They just don't seem to defend those quite as well as some things. But when you're just kind of getting in that box, things will get really crowded. So we will switch to our 4-2-3-1. We're on defense to start off with. You just, again, you want to be cautious. You can be a little aggressive with the AI because they don't punish you like a human player would. Like, you know, you go for a tackle and you mess against a human player, they're probably in on goal. Against the AI, they're going to dribble around a little bit more. Generally, the way the AI scores on you is just getting some crazy shot and they just don't miss. So now we have Gabriel coming up the wing. We've got Tellus. So we got Tellus making a run already. Yeah, so that is the perfect start. So those 1-2 passes work really well. You just kind of go back and forth with those. We've got Tellus, our main man, playing him as cam. You know, your two most important players in a 4-2-3-1 are your striker and your cam in the attack, because those are the ones that are going to be on the ball the most. Your wide cams are more your runners, more of your support. You know, of course they can get on goal a lot, but their main goal is just to be runners for you and to open up space. So that could not have went any better to go into that with an early goal. Now it's all about maintaining, not giving up anything, not letting the AI equalize, keeping the pressure. You know, use your jockey movement. You know, anything that the AI puts in on this is going to be a deadly situation. So just be cautious with your defending, because that cross in against a human opponent online is not that dangerous. But against the AI, anything at all they can bury, because, you know, they can kind of turn up their shooting to just these immense levels. So try to get runs up the wing. We've got a guy running. Come on, Gannaro. And you can see he's nowhere near as fast as like a main player would be. But just use your runs, not where I wanted to pass exactly. That's okay. That was a decent opportunity that we built, you know, getting it up the wing, get back on defense. Yeah, the AI does like to pump in crosses. They don't work all that well even for the AI, but again, on legendary difficulty, anything that they do is a potential chance. Send runners. If you hit the LB or L1 button, you can make your player, the player that you're pointing at, make a run. So that's what I did just there to open up a little space. Use your LB or L1 button. Be smart with your passes. There we go. Another opportunity. Galenos. Nice save. But another super nice opportunity. Come on, Soares. Soares using that sniper. There we go, baby. Well, this team's actually playing better than I thought. Sometimes teams just play better than you think. Like I remember, gosh, which one was it? Oh, the Eredivisie. I don't even remember which icon swaps it was, but one of them was, and it could have even been legendary difficulty, but you had to play with an Eredivisie squad, and I thought that would be the most fun team to play with. Like there was Ziyech and Tadic, I mean, all sorts of highly rated players, but I just did not have fun playing with them, and they did not play well for me at all. But this team immediately is just playing super strong for us. And we've got a guy making a run already, trying to take advantage of it. Probably too deep. Pope is going to run it down. Pope at 7 foot tall, able to get out to the ball. But we are in an amazing position already, up 2 goals. So it works out nicely. We've got Tellus. You know, nothing. Dribble around till you get that. Oh, we had a good opportunity, but our player could not control the ball. I thought we were going to get another goal. And the max, as far as what will benefit you squad battle wise for your squad battle ratings, 5 goals is your main objective. So if you can win 5-0, you've basically maxed out your squad battle points. Now there are some other things they take into account, like pass percentage and shots and fouls and all sorts of stuff. But for all basic intents and purposes, if you win 5-0, whoa, nice save there. So there was a good jibber jabbering. We give up a good opportunity. So the AI, they are always going to be dangerous on Legendary. You can never really take a break. But all I was saying that if you win 5-0 for basic intents and purposes, you've maxed out your squad battle points. See if we can get something else set up. You know, it's just that quick passing. We've got a runner, just a little slow recovering. Tellus, though, is a monster, gets it back for us. You know, we're waiting for those opportunities. That one I forced a little bit. I should have been a little bit smarter there, waited for a better opportunity. But, you know, now we get back on defense. You know, it's pretty easy to force the AI back. So again, you want to put a little bit of pressure on the AI. Don't worry about that as much as you would against a human opponent. You kind of want to drop back and wait for your defense to get some shape. But against the AI, you can be a little aggressive. They're going to kind of back away. So don't be afraid to do that. I'm trying to trigger a run. Can he get through? Again, another poor pass. I'm getting a little impatient on my last 2 attacking opportunities. You know, just bide your time. The opportunity will open up as long as you make good passes. Make quick passes. You know, with these types of players, you don't want to try to dribble a ton. You know, they're not going to be able to hold onto the ball that well. You want to get rid of it as quick as possible. So like there, I tried to make a turn and he just could not really hold onto the ball that well on his feet. So making those quick passes, not letting them have to dribble because they're not going to turn like your main players will. They're not going to turn like a Neymar or an Mbappe or anything like that. Oh, get it over there, get over there. Our keeper saving the day. The AI is cranking it up a little bit. It is our throw. Let me see if I can do this. One of the things that for some reason seems to work really well against the AI is dragbacks. Like you see there, they just don't play them very well. They don't, when you see them in game against an online opponent, you can't, come on, tell us, just absolute monster. But for some reason, the AI doesn't quite see that and they kind of go for it and then you can kind of pull back. So dragbacks are really effective. It's not necessarily a skill move. I think they're still classified as a skill move, even though it's not a right stick skill move. But dragbacks work really well against the AI. Ball rolls will work fine. You don't have to do anything crazy, elasticos or those types of crazy skill moves, but just the basic skill moves. Get yourself a little bit of space, especially with a player like Alex Telles that's going to have really nice pace for us. I'm really happy with how he's playing. So, and I would recommend that, Tellus is maybe going to cost you a little bit if you're just going to buy like his gold version. I should have looked that up. I would guess he's 5 to 8,000 somewhere in that neighborhood, but he might be worth grabbing for you, because he's probably, I guess I should look this up as well. I think he's the best Brazilian Liga NOS player, so he's going to be worth having in your team, moving him to somewhere in the middle where he's going to be on the ball a lot. You probably don't want to leave him at left back. Your left back and right back are not that important against the AI. They're just going to be defenders and not a whole lot more. I was at halftime. I'm jibber jabbering. Didn't even realize it was the end of the half. But that was an amazing first half for us. 3-0 up at the half. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We're controlling the ball. Look at our pass accuracy, 94% pass accuracy. We're trying to be really smart with our passes, not give the defensive AI a chance to get the ball, and not allow them to attack us. So that was an amazing first half. Worked out really well. And so now the main goal right now, I mean, obviously to maintain the win, but we would love to get to that 5-0 win to be able to max out our squad battle points. That's going to help us get some better packs. I hardly play squad battles anymore. As you guys saw, this is my first squad battle of the week against one of these teams. I will play that team of the week in the featured squad on beginner difficulty just to rest my team. You only have to win that 1-0 and you can get yourself a guaranteed 3,000 points between the two. And then, I just hardly don't play squad battles much, but it can be fun or relaxing if you want something just to do to take a break from the grind of rivals and weekend league and all that type of stuff. So, and sometimes what I will do to make squad battles a little more fun, I mean, I haven't done this probably since FIFA 18. I don't really use my main team in squad battles. I try to make like a secondary team, like a fun team, a team that's maybe not good enough for weekend league, but a team that's fun. I'll play that in squad battles when I do want to play squad battles, and then it's also a good way you can get some decent packs from playing squad battles, and it's just a way to play without having that super stress of weekend league or division rivals. So nice by Enrique. Let's see if we can get those extra goals. And the other thing you'll see is when you're playing with these types of players, very few of them have great stamina. So it's nice when you can get something going early. Come on, Enrique. This team is just a monster. My gosh. What a team. Eduardo Enrique breaking through, burying a goal for us. We're up 4-0. This is great. But I am loving this team. They are playing really well. They're just solid all over. We haven't really allowed anything to get by us. So now can we just see it out? And sometimes what has happened to me in the past a lot too, when I go up something 5-0, I'll just try to pass around the back and the AI will turn on extreme pressure at about, I don't know, maybe the 70th minute, something like that. And I'll just try to pass around the back and they just end up getting a goal like every single time. So instead of winning 5-0, a lot of times we'll end up winning 5-1 just because I'm trying to chew out the clock and not even play. So we'll see. Hopefully we can get to the 5-0, and I'll just probably just keep playing my game instead of trying to eat out the clock. So you can see the AI has been really cross heavy this game. They do try a ton of crosses. That's probably, I think about every single thing they've tried this match has been crosses. If we can get a runner up, trigger to run. Again, that LB, L1, you're going to trigger the guy in front of you to make a run. That's a really, online or against the AI, that's a really effective strategy. So I'm triggering my CM there to make a run. So just try to use that to your advantage. It works really well in squad battles, and it works really well against your online opponents as well. Ah. We just need to see this out. Can we get goal number 5 without giving up anything? Get on that. Get on it. Get on it. Break out. Tabata. Gonna get Tellus and Tabata working it. We've got some space. Tabata moves pretty good, baby. Get it back over to Tellus. I was a little late on getting that over to Tellus, so that was my mistake. Probably should have dribbled a little more. Tabata was starting to get a little low on stamina. The AIs definitely increased their attacking capacity. They're pushing forward more men there. That was a good opportunity for them. I couldn't quite get mine. No. So that's going to kill our 5-0, but it's not that big of a deal. They brought on Thierry Henry, and you can see what a player like Henry can do on legendary difficulty. And the ball just, kind of fell to him. So what happened on this first cross? I couldn't get my center back in front of that one, and it ended up falling to Henry, and Henry on legendary difficulty not going to miss that. So no big deal. The main thing's getting the win. I think you lose like 75 squad battle points, something in that neighborhood, giving up a goal. So it's not that big of a deal unless you're trying to go for top 100 squad battles. And if you were going for top 100 squad battles, you'd go in here with a better team anyway. So it's not that big of a deal. The main thing, getting the win. See if we can get that 5th goal still. I think Tellus is on. Is Tellus on a hat trick, or does he have the hat trick? I don't remember. No, Tellus is on 2 because Soros had 1 and Enrique had 1. So let's see if we could get Tellus a hat trick. There's Tellus. Can we get a 1-2 going? We are going a little slower. Come on, Tellus. Yeah, the AI's really kind of increased their pressure a little bit. And that's why I'm saying it's so important to just kind of ride out some of these waves. They can be even stronger than normal once they kind of change either their tactics to all-out offense or all-out defense. Ah. Another cross in, and Henry. I mean, the crosses have gotten a lot more dangerous here in the last 10 minutes of game time, something like that, 15 minutes of game time. So I'm not as able to get my center back in front of the cross. Another corner. That one looks deep. No, fell right to him. Okay, but luckily we didn't give up a goal there. That one fell right to... just try to pass out. That's fine. Trigger a run. See if we can get anything down the wing here. Tellus. And, oh, Tellus. I was getting ready to celebrate your hat trick. I thought for sure you had that, and then I pushed it wide. Tellus. But you've been our man of the match for us anyway, so I'm not upset with you. Had a great opportunity there for the hat trick. Can we get anything else going? Pulling out the defense. Can we get the pass? Can we get it back? Oh, I'll try to get it back. All right, we have one more opportunity maybe for 5. Either way, though, this is perfect. The main thing is just getting our icon swaps objectives complete. Soares, can you make a turn, make a pass? Soares, use your body. Got some strength. Can we get anything? No. All right, but that was perfect, guys. We got the win 4-1. We're going to get quite a few squad battle points for this win on legendary difficulty. We're going to work towards 2 icon swaps objectives at the same time. Again, drag backs work really well. You know, protect the ball. You see, Enrique was our man of the match there, and you can see how important our middle is. Soares, Telles, Enrique, and even Falcao was involved as well. You can see Galeno and Tabata, they were involved, but it was more just making runs, opening up space. Our back line, we didn't have to use a ton. If you can just kind of just make sure to control that midfield area, not allow them. All we really gave up were those crosses. The goal we gave up was from a cross that kind of deflected to Henry. But, you know, our middle is the most important thing, so put your best players there in the middle. So let's see how many squad battle points we got for this. So 2,203. If you win 5-0, so let's see, what is it? You get, how many do you get per goal? So like another 150 points roughly. So you get somewhere 2,500, 2,600 if you win 5-0. So still quite a few points for that. I'm happy with that, especially with the Liga NOS team. That's all Brazilian. So let's just go and make sure. I do always worry that I didn't do something right. Let's make sure that this counted towards our objective. So let me just see here. So we did complete our bronze. Let's just go ahead and put that in. So bronze is done. That will open up silver, you know, because I'm looking towards that Fred objective player. Let's go icon swap single player. So yeah, we've got 1 towards Brazilian Legendary and 1 towards Liga NOS. So we're going to complete these at the exact same time. That's going to make it so much easier. But anyways, guys, this is going to wrap it up. So wanted to share with you how you can beat Legendary difficulty. If you have any questions, let me know down below. If you're having any problems, let me know. But, you know, being able to beat 2 icon swaps objectives at the same time is amazing. And we are also going to be able to do that on icon swaps online. We can have 11 first owned players in your team. We can combine that with one of these here. Instead of having 9 first owned, we'll have 11 first owned. So that's one you can do at the same time. You probably could also do that with this Champions one, but that would probably require a little bit more finagling, especially if you're trying to do like a first own thing. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult to do that. So may not be able to do that one. That may be one we leave behind. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to beat all 24 icon swaps objectives or not, but we'll just have to wait and see. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you like to give me a big thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, follow me everywhere. But I'll see you guys soon. Bye.